If you're a Christian, you believe something. You believe that Christianity is true, so that anything opposing Christianity, by definition, is false. Peter commands Christians to be ready to give an answer, to give a reason for the hope that is within us. So every Christian has experienced objections and had people perhaps object to their own faith. What are the issues that people are facing? What are my non-Christian friends wrestling with? Part of that is going to include perhaps some objections to our faith, or maybe questions that come to us as to why we believe what we do. So I began, in terms of my own Christian experience, in working in the ministry of Young Life. And in Young Life, you have interaction with high school kids, most of whom are not Christians. And while I was doing that, I began to get questions from them about my own Christian faith. In the meantime, I had a relationship with a Christian philosophy professor. I had a class with him, and we began to talk about Christianity and what are the reasons why we believe, and how do we defend what we believe, and how do we answer questions from non-Christians. And that whole discussion with high school kids, with my philosophy professor, moved me into the area of apologetics. So this has really been a part of my Christian DNA in God's providence almost since the time I was converted 40 years ago. And it's one of the reasons I remained interested in the defense of Christianity from the beginning. There are a number of things that we'll be dealing with in this course as we begin to think through issues such as, what about the reality of miracles? What about the resurrection? Who is Jesus Christ? How does Christianity relate to modern science? What's the relationship of our understanding of God's goodness and also the extensive amount of evil that's in the world? How do we think about that when we're talking to non-Christians? How do we think about that ourselves when we're wrestling with problems that come with respect to our own faith and our own commitments? I hope what happens after this course is finished is that you gain more confidence not only in what you yourself believe, so that you can tell yourself what you believe and why you believe, but also you're not intimidated by objections that come against Christianity. That ought to give you confidence that any objection that comes against Christianity, by definition, is false, and so then you'll be able to think through the implications of those objections and begin to respond. I think it would be great if you signed up for this course, because if you do, I think you'll be prepared to give a reason for the hope that is within you, as Peter instructs us to do, and it will be an encouragement both to you and those to whom you speak.